What's going on, everybody? I'm going to be showing you how to change the taillight slash brake light bulb on your Chevrolet Cobalt and Pontiac G6 today. I'm going to start by popping the trunk, if you don't know how to do that. At least on the Cobalts. Come in here, little button. Okay, now you'll notice this Cobalt is the 4-door, so it has this style taillight. If you have the other style taillight on a Cobalt, which would be the 2-door coupe, I'll insert a picture here showing you which one I'm talking about. That style is actually easier. You're just gonna pop the trunk up. And you come in here. I apologize if it's kind of hard to see. There should be a little plastic retainer here for your little cargo net. Should be able to unscrew that counterclockwise by a finger. We'll take that off. Now on the Cobalt coupe, the 2-door, it's simple. All you do is the bulb comes in and you just twist it counterclockwise and pull the socket out, and the bulb is right there. So for that one, you simply pull the bulb out of the socket, put the new bulb in, put the socket back in, twist clockwise to tighten it back up. You want to make sure to keep your fingers off the glass because the oil comes off your fingers and it causes it to heat up, and that'll make the bulb burn out or pop. I will also insert a picture right here, again, of a G6 taillight, which almost looks identical to this. So for the 4-door Cobalts and the Pontiac G6s, once you've got your plastic cargo net holder off, just like that, you're going to take the carpet and just push back on it. As you can see, it's going to be wrapped around the stud. You're going to want to pull it out like that. Now there's 2 studs in there. Those are 10mm nuts. You can use a ratchet, a wrench, whatever. I'm going to use a 10mm socket. Don't lose your nuts. Alright, now on the G6s, you should be able to just pull the taillight out at that point. You might have to get grab right here and just pull back. So if there is something holding it in and you can't pull it back by hand, you just use a paper towel to go between here so you don't scratch the paint. Use a little flathead to gently pry. But on the Cobalt 4-door, we have to remove these 2 bolts as well, and those are an oddball size. They're going to be a 9/32, or you could probably use a 7mm. You can see these thread in right here. Alright, you've got your 2 nuts off the back and your 2 bolts from the front out. Now you just pull. If your reverse light is out, that's right here. It's a good time to change it. Same, just normal socket style, twist and pull. Brake light and tail light is right here. Counterclockwise. Pull. And she's in kind of rough shape. Okay, so the 4-door also takes a 3057 style bulb. And remember, don't touch the glass portion up here. So I usually wear a pair of rubber mechanics gloves. Otherwise, you can grab it on the plastic base here, set it in there, and then use a paper towel to push it in the rest of the way. Hear it click, so you know it's in. Okay, now before you put this all back together, you want to make sure everything works. So we got our tail lights on. Hit the brake. Let up. Everything's working. We can go ahead, put this back in. You'll notice the tabs are all different sizes, so it'll only go in one way. Clockwise. Now we've got to line up our studs with the holes. Reinstall our small screws in the backside. Now again, these only thread into plastic, so usually finger tight is about good with these. If you use a ratchet, go very light on them. Now put our two 10mm nuts back on. Give them a little snug with the ratchet. As you can see, my ratchet won't go in all the way because I have a shallow socket. So if you have a deep well socket, that would be very beneficial right here. And again, this doesn't need to be extremely tight. They're just little small studs that hold in a plastic light, so don't go too hard on them. Okay, now we've got to get our lower stud pushed back into this hole in the carpet. Flip the carpet back up. Like that. It's supposed to tuck up under the weather stripping here. And reinstall said plastic cargo net holder if you have it. And we're done. Hopefully this video helped you out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.